Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and much appreciated you guys checking today's video out and spending some of your time with me. And sorry about the tree frogs out there. The tree frogs are going crazy. Doing this video, guys, it's like almost 11 o'clock at night. I have been fishing all day long. It's super busy, so this is the first chance I had to get out here to do it. But anyway, you're going to be glad you tuned in, because guys, I'm going to talk about probably one of the most incredible June and July bass fishing lures that you'll ever see. This is a technique. I'm going to show you guys how to rig this deal. It's like using live bait, technique, the bait, everything with it. We're going to go over it in today's video, and I can promise you, if you utilize this technique and this lure, it's going to add up to some good fish for you guys in the month of June and July. Also, guys, before we get started, a couple quick things. Just want to remind everybody to please swing by and check out my summer Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns we got up on the website. These are lake map breakdowns that I've created for fishthemoment.com. Great resources to get some good fishing spots on your favorite lake or a lake you've never been to before. And also, just a quick reminder, we got the sale going on my Swimbait series RB2 and RB3 series sunglasses Father's Day sale. 30% off between now and Father's Day. Plus, if you spend over $98, you get a free pair of Swimbait safety glasses. So I'll put the link in the description, and really appreciate that, guys. Okay, guys, what I'm going to show you guys, this is something that you guys are going to want to pick up. This is what it involves. This is the Megabass body balance jig head here. It's going to be really unique. I'm going to show you what it is, coupled up with the Megabass 4-inch spark shad. I'll link both of these, guys. You can get them at Tackle Warehouse. I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link to both of these in the description of this video if you want to get some after the video. But this is a unique thing, guys. This jig head, or swim bait head, or whatever you're gonna call it, is not designed to go through the water column like a traditional swim bait. It's keel weighted on the bottom like that. So it's designed to reel across the bottom. Now, this technique that I'm gonna talk about, it is deadly for deep water fish in the month of June and July. We're gonna get into exactly what to look for here. But the main thing, guy, is the uniqueness of this body balance Megabass head. It's got a super nice keeper on it, nice 3-aught hook, super stiff on it. Look at this fish head design, guys. It looks exactly like a minnow. But the real magic is on this flat keel weight behind it. Now what I do, guys, I've got the 4-inch Megabass spark shad here. I'm gonna thread it on there, but the first thing I like to do is, since this thing already has eyes on it, this could be something just for my own thing, but I like to peel off the eyes. These spark shads got the eyes you can peel off of them here. Not to say it makes any difference. It's just sort of like, there's not a lot of things in nature that has 4 eyes. So first of all, we'll take the eyes off of it. And then you want to come in super, super careful when you thread it on, guys, because in order to get this to really work good, you got to come through dead center in the middle of it. So just take your time and go real slow. You want to come out about halfway through it like that, and then you're just going to push it back up on. It's really simple to do that. And that's the setup of the body balance. And this thing, when it's coming through the water, guys, it scoots along the bottom like that, almost like a sculpin or something, or a minnow coming along the bottom. So that's the way it's rigged up there. They got a lot of different colors. They all work good, but like I said, you can just look through the color description and the link I put in the description. Dang, those tree frogs are freaking loud out there, man. So that's the setup on it. Just super, super natural looking bait. Okay, now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this thing, about where you want to fish it and what you want to look for. This is a deal for early summer bass, post-spawn bass, early summer bass. There's going to be 2 scenarios that you want to fish this on. Number 1 is just on our favorite bass structure, main lake and secondary points. The flatter the better. So I prefer some type of a small rock or gravel type of a point that goes way out into the lake. If you guys fish back east, like on Lake Hartwell, you can do the same thing on the clay or the sandy type points. But the key on this is you want to have the flatter, sandy bottom with those long, gradual sloping points. That is the number 1 structure for it. And what I like to do with this thing is I like to get out there and I put my boat anywhere between 20 to 30 foot of water. And the water visibility where you're fishing, you need to have at least 3 foot of visibility. 3 foot's perfect, maybe 2.5 or 2. You could possibly get away with it. But ideally, I like water visibility of over 3 feet. It can be as 10-foot clarity too, but at least 3 foot of visibility. I get the boat out there like in 25 or 30 foot of water, and it seems like to me in the month of June and July, the magic depth for the body balance and the spark shad here is sort of in that 15 to 25 foot zone. So I try to target that. So I'll get out there on the point ends and the point sides. I'll just saturate the whole point. Throw it out there, you know, let it hit the bottom, and just slow crank it, just like that. You want it just sort of go right along the bottom, just like that. You know, if you reel it a little bit fast, it's going to pull it up off the bottom, let it sink back down. And you sort of want to try to maintain contact. It's not like a football head jig where you have to be hitting the bottom all the time. But if you feel it leaving the bottom, let it go back down. You might pull it up 3 or 4 inches, let it go back down, but try to keep it within a foot off of the bottom. So if you throw up on that point into shallower water and you're dragging it off into deeper water, sometimes you've got to stop reeling for a second to let it go back down. Just try to keep it about that far off the bottom. You can't go wrong with it. Normally I'm throwing it on like a 7 foot. The one I use is that 7 foot 2 inch Megabass perfect pitch, usually with like 15 pound test Seaguar and VizX fluorocarbon. That's my setup with it. So I'm fan casting all over that point. Like I said, in 15, 25 foot of water, that's going to be a really, really good way to catch them on that particular area. Now, the second type of an area this is going to work good in is on any type of river ledge. So all you guys that fish those river ledge lakes, like TVA lakes, guys, this is money on it. If you find a school of fish that you're catching them cranking or on a spoon or hair jig, throw this body balance in there. Same type of deal. Let it go to the bottom on those ledges, reel it across those shell beds, drop-offs, creek channel intersections. It's just a super, super good way to catch them. The main thing with this is an outstanding, what I call a mop-up lure. So if you're catching some fish deep on a big worm or a football head jig or swing head jig or even a deep dive and crankbait, spoon, hair jig, guys that fish Lake Pickwick, that type of thing. Once those fish slow down and get conditioned to those bigger baits, throw this little setup in there, man, guys. It will catch them for sure. So anyway, guys, I'll link everything in the description here. Definitely something you want to try. It's caught a ton of good fish with it. Actually, the person that clued me on this is my buddy Johnny Schultz with Fish the Moment. Johnny's the one that really showed me about this years ago, and definitely catches them. So anyway, hope it helps, guys. We'll talk later.